if I told you the next Ford Mustang could leave behind more than just tire marks? What if the car that has symbolized American muscle for over 60 years is transforming into something capable of challenging the world's best sports cars? Not by abandoning its roots, but by redefining what a Mustang can be. For generations, the Mustang has been about one thing: emotion. The deep growl of a V8, the smell of burning rubber, the thrill of rear-wheel drive acceleration. It wasn't built to be perfect. It was built to make you smile every time you press the accelerator. Now the automotive world is changing faster than ever. Electric vehicles are becoming quicker. Technology is becoming smarter. Performance is no longer measured only by horsepower. Today's sports cars rely on advanced aerodynamics, intelligent software, lightweight materials, adaptive suspension, and digital engineering that would have seemed impossible just a decade ago. Many people feared this new era would spell the end of the traditional muscle car, but Ford appears to have a different plan. Instead of letting the Mustang become a relic of the past, the company is pushing it into the future, and that's exactly why the 2027 Ford Mustang has become one of the most discussed performance cars on the internet. Before we continue, one important note: Ford has not officially revealed the complete production specifications for the 2027 Mustang. Some details discussed in this video are based on current models, industry expectations, and informed analysis rather than confirmed factory announcements. Now, let's see why this car is creating so much excitement. A design that respects the past while looking ahead. The first thing you'll notice is that the Mustang hasn't forgotten where it came from. Even if you know nothing about cars, you'll recognize it immediately. The long hood, the short rear deck, the wide stance, the iconic 3-bar LED taillights. These are signatures that have survived generation after generation, but the details have become much sharper. Every body line appears more purposeful. The front fascia looks cleaner, lower, and wider. Large functional air intakes direct airflow toward the brakes and engine. The sculpted hood isn't just for appearance. It helps improve cooling while reducing aerodynamic lift. From every angle, the Mustang looks more athletic than before. The side profile remains unmistakably Mustang, yet the proportions feel tighter and more refined. Flush body surfaces improve airflow. Larger wheels fill the arches perfectly. The rear diffuser appears inspired by modern racing cars, rather than traditional muscle machines. Instead of simply looking aggressive, the entire body seems engineered for speed. That's a huge shift in philosophy. Earlier Mustangs were designed to intimidate. The new Mustang looks like it's designed to perform. Performance has entered a new era. Of course, no Mustang discussion is complete without talking about what's under the hood. The legendary 5.0-liter Coyote V8 remains one of the most celebrated naturally aspirated engines in the automotive world. While Ford has not confirmed the final 2027 engine lineup, many enthusiasts expect the V8 to continue powering high-performance Mustang models as long as regulations allow. If that happens, drivers can still expect instant throttle response, linear power delivery, and one of the most recognizable exhaust notes in automotive history. Unlike many turbocharged engines that deliver power in sudden waves, the Coyote V8 rewards drivers who love revving an engine all the way to redline. It's an experience that numbers alone cannot describe. You don't simply drive it, you feel it. Every gear change, every acceleration, every vibration reminds you why naturally aspirated engines continue to have such loyal fans. Technology makes the difference, but today's Mustang isn't relying on its engine alone. Performance now comes from intelligence. Advanced electronic systems constantly monitor wheel speed, steering angle, throttle position, and available grip. Instead of waiting for the tires to lose traction, the software predicts what the driver is about to do. That means quicker launches, cleaner exits from corners, greater confidence in wet conditions, and a car that's easier to control at the limit. It's not replacing the driver's skill, it's supporting it. Handling, that changes everything. For decades, critics often praised the Mustang's straight-line speed while questioning its cornering ability. Ford listened. Modern Mustang development has focused just as heavily on handling as horsepower. The independent rear suspension has transformed the way the car behaves through fast corners. Steering feels more precise. Weight transfers smoothly. Body roll is dramatically reduced. Adaptive suspension systems, available on higher performance trims, can automatically adjust damping depending on road conditions and driving style. Cruising through city streets, the suspension remains comfortable. Attacking a mountain road, everything stiffens within milliseconds. Heading onto a racetrack, the car becomes sharper, flatter, and more responsive. One vehicle, multiple personalities. That's something classic muscle cars simply couldn't achieve. Built for more than drag racing, aerodynamics now play a much larger role than ever before. The front splitter helps reduce lift. Side air channels manage airflow around the wheels. The underbody is smoother. The rear diffuser improves stability. Some performance models may even feature active aerodynamic elements that adjust automatically at higher speeds. This isn't about making the car look futuristic. It's about making it faster. Stable cars inspire confident drivers. Confident confident drivers become quicker drivers. Ford understands that. That's why the Mustang is evolving into a machine that's just as comfortable attacking corners as it is dominating straight roads. Still a driver's car. Despite all the technology, the most important ingredient hasn't changed: emotion. The steering still communicates what the front tires are doing. The chassis still rewards smooth driving. The engine still encourages you to keep accelerating just to hear it sing. Modern performance cars often rely heavily on computers. The Mustang still wants you to participate. It reminds you that driving isn't simply about reaching a destination. It's about enjoying every mile along the way. That's something no software update can replace. But impressive engineering is only part of the story, because once you open the driver's door, the transformation becomes even more dramatic. The interior feels unlike any Mustang before it. Digital technology, premium materials, a cockpit designed around the driver, and features that allow this American icon to compete with some of Europe's most respected sports cars. The moment you pull open the driver's door, you realize this isn't simply another Mustang with a few upgrades. It feels like Ford has completely reimagined what sitting inside an American performance car should be. For decades, Mustangs were celebrated for their engines. Now, the cabin deserves just as much attention. A cockpit designed around the driver. Everything inside feels focused on one person, the driver. Instead of filling the dashboard with unnecessary buttons, the layout is clean, modern, and highly functional. A large, fully digital instrument cluster sits directly behind the steering wheel, displaying everything from speed and RPM to lap times, tire pressure, navigation, and performance data. Beside it, a large infotainment display serves as the command center for nearly every major function. The graphics are crisp. The menus respond instantly. And unlike older systems, everything feels intuitive rather than complicated. Whether you're adjusting suspension settings, changing drive modes, or launching your favorite playlist, every action feels smooth and immediate. Technology finally feels like it belongs in a Mustang, not because it's flashy, but because it enhances the driving experience. Premium without losing its personality. Earlier Mustangs were known more for performance than luxury. The 2027 model aims to change that. Higher trims are expected to feature premium leather upholstery, contrast stitching, soft touch materials, carbon fiber accents, brushed aluminum finishes, and customizable ambient lighting. The seats are designed to keep you comfortable during long highway drives while still providing enough lateral support for aggressive cornering. Whether you're commuting to work or attacking your favorite back road, the cabin adapts to both situations effortlessly. Even the steering wheel feels purpose-built. Thicker grips, flat-bottom design, integrated performance controls. Everything reminds you this car was built for driving enthusiasts. Smarter than any Mustang. Before performance today isn't only measured by horsepower. Software has become just as important. Ford's latest driver assistance technologies are expected to make the 2027 Mustang safer without taking away the excitement. Adaptive cruise control can manage highway traffic. Lane centering assistance reduces fatigue during long trips. Blind spot monitoring helps during lane changes. A high-definition 360-degree camera simplifies parking. Traffic sign recognition keeps important information directly in your line of sight. None of these systems exist to replace the driver. They're simply there when you need them. When the road opens up, you remain in complete control. Drive modes that transform the car. One of the biggest changes in modern performance cars is adaptability. The Mustang is no exception. With a simple press of a button, the entire personality of the vehicle can change. Normal mode offers smooth throttle response and comfortable suspension settings for everyday driving. Sport mode sharpens steering, increases throttle sensitivity, and allows the exhaust to become noticeably louder. Track mode transforms the Mustang into an entirely different machine. Suspension stiffens, transmission shifts become faster. Electronic stability systems allow more driver freedom. The digital dashboard even changes its layout to prioritize racing information. It's almost like owning multiple cars inside one. Everyday practicality still matters. One reason the Mustang has remained popular for decades is that it has never been just a weekend toy. It has always balanced excitement with usability. Despite its performance, the 2027 Mustang is expected to remain surprisingly practical. The trunk offers enough space for luggage. The rear seats continue to provide occasional passenger capacity. Modern connectivity features allow wireless smartphone integration, wireless charging, multiple USB-C ports, cloud-based navigation, and over-the-air software updates. This isn't just a car built for Sunday mornings. It's designed to fit into everyday life. Performance beyond raw numbers. Horsepower always grabs headlines, but confidence is what creates unforgettable driving experiences. The biggest improvement expected in the 2027 Mustang isn't simply more power, it's how that power is delivered. Better traction, improved chassis balance, faster steering response, more predictable braking. These improvements make every mile more enjoyable, not only for professional drivers, but for everyday enthusiasts as well. A fast car is exciting. A fast car that's easy to control is even better. Can it challenge Europe? For years, European manufacturers have dominated conversations about precision engineering. Names like Porsche, BMW M, Mercedes-AMG, and Audi RS have defined the performance benchmark. But Ford seems determined to prove that American engineering belongs in the same conversation. The Mustang no longer competes solely with traditional muscle cars. It now enters discussions alongside global performance icons. That alone shows how far the Mustang has evolved. Expected pricing. Official pricing has not yet been announced. However, based on current Mustang models and industry expectations, analysts believe the lineup could begin somewhere around $35,000 to $40,000 for entry-level versions. High-performance GT models would likely move into the $50,000 to $65,000 range. Special editions and future Shelby-inspired variants could climb well beyond $90,000, depending on equipment and performance upgrades. Even then, the Mustang would remain one of the strongest performance values available. Very few sports cars offer this combination of power, technology, heritage, and daily usability at similar prices. Final thoughts. For more than 6 decades, the Mustang has survived changing fuel prices, changing regulations, changing technology, and changing customer expectations. Many legendary sports cars disappeared. The Mustang adapted. The 2027 model continues that tradition. It still honors its muscle car heritage, but it also embraces modern engineering, advanced electronics, intelligent performance systems, and a level of refinement that previous generations could only dream about. This isn't about replacing the Mustang's identity. It's about expanding it. The roar of the V8, the unmistakable silhouette, the thrill of rear-wheel drive performance, those elements remain, but they're now supported by technology capable of competing on a global stage. Maybe that's why so many enthusiasts are talking about this car, not because it abandoned its past, but because it found a way to bring that past into the future. And perhaps that's the greatest achievement any legendary nameplate can accomplish. The Mustang isn't trying to become something different. It's becoming the best version of itself. If Ford delivers on that promise, the 2027 Mustang won't simply be remembered as another new model. It may become the car that redefined what an American performance icon could be for an entirely new generation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.